And we're back with the Inner Circle Dallas Season 6 reunion. All right, guys, so after a quick break, want to regroup. Now, I want to ask some kind of serious questions. Kind of get down the easy stuff a little bit. But, Darius, I want to know, can you explain to us, because it came out that Melanie said that you told her the group did not want to meet her. So can you explain that to us? Why would you tell her?
Well, I told her that because I just wanted her to make sure that she understood that, these type of people that I surround myself.
So you lied?
I didn't lie.
When did we tell you that we didn't want to meet her?
Well, the thing is I just wanted you to know.
You lied. That's how you sound.
Well, I think
I don't need y'all to tell me.
I think because y'all did say that, but I think it was in a joking fashion. When he apologized to y'all afterwards, he was like, "Hey, I have a friend, blah blah blah," and y'all were like, "No, we don't want to meet her."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we laughed about it and we was like, no, it's fine.
But I told him, I said, I don't think he meant that in a malicious way. I just think I think you probably should have used different words.
Be weary of the group or something like, because we ain't never specifically said
you should have said that, because you have to understand how I feel coming and hearing that, and I'm still trying to develop a friendship with everybody. So that's why I didn't bring it up to them. But yeah, I questioned if you were trying to be messy. I questioned that because I'm like, why would he tell me that? I don't even know these women. I don't even know these people like that. Why would he tell me off the rip? They don't want to meet you. Then all of a sudden, boom, I meet them. It's, so I did question if you were trying to be messy or if you were trying to already get me to be Team Darius already.
I mean, you can side on any side you want to side on, really,
I know.
honestly. You're your own person. So I just wanted to at least try my best to warn you about how these women operate in our circle. So I mean,
well, how do they operate? Like, what is it that you were wanting her to
How
do?
these.
well, my thing is the fact is that, for one, Nyoka, she is not very real. She's not, and obviously you've already found out that for yourself. Now for Christina, I love her to death. She's gonna be raw with that shit 100%. So you've already came and y'all had y'all soiree together.
So why is she not real?
Because her energy. She doesn't seem to give a fuck. Like
I don't give a fuck. How many times do I have to say that?
But why does that make her not real? That just means she's unbothered.
she's a fake ass friend. She's a very fake ass friend, and I feel like she's.
You was a fake ass friend that popped the fakeness off last
So
season.
How's our fake ass friend?
You come to me telling me I'm not on a girl level. That was it from there. That was all she wrote from there because we was cool. So you came to my car saying that shit, and then you got it thrown in your face because she was fake ass bitch. So you obviously don't know what fake is.
I know that you're fake because you're over here harboring secrets from people, and
we wasn't even friends.
It doesn't fucking matter.
The
thing is that
I
you're
was
over
never
here
come
telling.
to a person.
You're over here telling
So you was
Melanie
going
that's your friend.
so somebody come to you.
But you knew.
Somebody come to you and
You
tell
don't
you
have to be
that your
perfect,
nigga is
okay?
cheating
I'm
on
right
you and
over
they
here.
don't fuck with you. But they
It
come and
doesn't-
say your nigga
so,
cheating on you. You gonna believe it?
Let me just say
Oh,
this.
let me
If
believe
your
it.
husband was
Let me
over there
believe
cheating
it.
on you, and I saw your husband somewhere kicking it with another
And
female,
I know you don't
so
like
I'm
me.
just gonna say
And
that's
I
not
know
my
you don't
business
like me.
because I'm a fucking
And I know you don't
That's
like
not her
me.
husband.
I'm a
So he can
question.
come up, he can go over there and ball her if he wants to.
I'm gonna feel
Fine.
like you're trying to start
Thank
some
you.
shit up. I'm not gonna think that you being 100 because we don't fuck with each other. So
If you don't
why
fuck
would
with each other,
you even come and talk to me about some shit that's personal and we beefing? That's crazy as fuck for you to even believe.
The whole point
Y'all are
is
delusional if
she
you think
fucking
that-
knew. I don't care.
This is your
I don't
friend,
give a
though.
fuck.
This
I
is
don't
your
give a
friend.
fuck because she knew about it.
It doesn't
But
matter.
that
Y'all
to
not
me
fucking with each
questions
other. That
her
matters.
loyalty.
Well, hold on,
to
because I
anyone.
have a specific question about this a little bit later. But I do want to address some things first with Melanie. So with Devin didn't come meet you because he didn't want to meet you on camera.
Right.
But
Which
then
I
y'all
thought was very fake.
But then y'all made up off camera.
Which is what he wanted.
Which
Which is what he wanted, right? And I do feel like that's what he wanted. I'm a firm believer of.
yeah, he wanted to be on camera, but they made up
Shit
off
don't be
camera.
happening.
When I first had my situation with Devin, I knew that was for the cameras. He just wanted to be cute because I'm the new girl. You just want to have something to say. So parts of me feel like that's not even really Devin. Is Devin messy?
He might have been trying to show out for his Marissa.
That's what I'm saying. He might have been trying to show out for his friend because Marissa was new, so I'm pretty sure he wanted, pipe himself up in front of his friends so he could try to be the head bitch in charge or let motherfuckers know, oh, I'm the bitch that say whatever was on my mind. So I didn't feel like that was really him.
He's not that guy.
I did feel like it was fake him to not want to meet with me just off the strength of, oh, we're not on camera. Because it's like, be yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be myself on the camera, off the camera, even if the cameras are in the corner, even if whatever. I'm going to be myself, period. So I feel like it was fake. I don't know. I don't. My questions with Devin are I don't know how I feel about Devin, because I feel like both Devin and I do feel like Devin and Nyoka threw me into this whole little get revenge on Darius plot.
And they did.
It wasn't until we were at the beach and Nyoka said, "Well, this is karma. Fuck Darius." At first, I really was like, in my mind, okay, Nyoka has come to me with some situations about my friend and his significant other, who he was dating at the time. How do I address this? Because one, I don't know this man. I couldn't pick him out in the lineup. Two, I wasn't at the event. Three, I wasn't on the FaceTime. And four, I'm new. So why would you come to me with this bullshit? Friend or not, I'm not. I was trying to figure out how do we do this.
Yeah.
Then it wasn't until that day that I'm realizing, wait a minute, she laughing at this shit, and I really felt bad for my friend. So now it put me in a crazy situation, because it's like I have to find a way to, because I am seemingly the closest person to you on this season because you've had previous issues. You and Devin, like I said, that friendship is so confusing. I need a shot in hand, a couple shots in hand, a blunt, and I don't need to smoke. I need all that to try to figure that friendship out. So it's like, how do I do this? So I feel like my issue with Nyoka and both Devin is you guys threw me in that plot to be vindictive towards him. And then when I had that conversation, which I did not know that I was still mic'd, you know, I was really pissed off that Devin told me this at the end, like, oh, well, I want to just let you know, Nyoka knew she was going to pull this shit the whole fucking time. And
Well,
she was
before you
just
touch on
waiting.
that, I have a question for
disagree.
Nyoka. Why tell Melanie? Why couldn't you go tell Christine?
I wanted to tell Melanie because I felt like she was closer to him at the time, and
She wanted me to do
I
her
had just
dirty
got
work.
the tea.
She wanted me to do her
The thing
dirty
about
work.
Melanie is, and the thing about everybody is, they gon' whether they're right or wrong, they're gonna believe what they want to believe. I can't change what she believes.
I think that
she
she's playing
literally
victim
believes this.
because of
So what I believe is differently. I don't have no type of plot or
But it was nothing for me to believe
to
because it
bring
wasn't
her
my
in.
significant other.
Whatever you believe is what you believe. Right now, you believe
I
what
think
you
you
want.
playing victim.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I
You
really
are
don't.
playing victim
I'm
because
perfectly
on
honest.
that scene, y'all seen sis, she was down. You know, of course I'm laughing at him. I don't fuck with him.
Right, that's not.
But you feel like
It
that
wasn't a
shit is
bad-
funny
But
and you're talking
you
about
think that's
that's
funny,
karma.
that's not
So
fair.
what
Like,
kind of
no, I'm
karma
not
is
saying
not
I'm
supposed to
shit.
be
I'm wrong.
receiving?
No, it's
Because
not right.
girl,
It was
like,
not
why
right.
you
No,
think
it's
it's
not
funny in
right.
someone's
Everybody do
relationship?
fucked up
It's on
shit.
the road. I don't
Y'all don't want to
understand
admit
that
it.
Yeah.
I admit
You're
it. It was
fucking,
fucked up.
you don't
And
have confidence in
it's
yourself because you're
accountability.
taking the fact that last year I called you a motherfucking peasant.
That has
How does
nothing
that
to do with
compare? You're
How
talking
does
about
that
karma.
compare?
We don't.
You're talking
We
about
heard
karma.
it.
So we
We
know all
heard
you
it.
feel like
We
is
heard
my
it.
way.
We done all the way
You
down.
don't
You trying to
determine my
sit here and
motherfucking
act
words.
like
Why I feel like
we're supposed to be
You don't
cool with the shit.
Nobody don't need to do my dirty
work.
work.
He said last
It's not.
season.
No, it's not about
Dirty
being
work.
And
mad.
the third,
It's not
if
about
you were
being
real about
mad.
what you saw and what you felt, at the end of the
That
day,
has nothing
y'all
to do
might
with
not have
being
been
mad.
cool at the time. And I get that y'all weren't cool at the time. At that point, if you find out something about somebody else that you're not cool with, either you keep your mouth the fuck shut or you go tell that person.
I know
Regardless
you
of how
fucking
they're
mad
going
that
to
you
express
sitting at the fucking table.
Right.
Hypothetically, guys,
That's true.
what if your friend?
I did bring it up. I did bring it up. I
Well, why?
did.
America, why?
I'm being all the way honest with you. It wasn't
Well, why
cool
you
for me
did?
to do that. And it wasn't the time and the place for me to bring it up to Darius that day because we were at Devin's event. So it wasn't the time and the place.
Wasn't
So
what I did.
I'll
That's
own
wasn't
up.
what
I'll
I
own up to
did.
that. I have no problem because even when you asked me about it at the photo shoot or wherever we were, I told you, I said, you know what? I probably shouldn't. That was
That's
probably
wasn't what I
tasteless.
did.
But at the end of the day, I do feel and I still feel that this was a plot. You put me in that position to do your dirty work. It doesn't matter if you were cool with him or not.
And
If
so
you
that's
found
why-
out
how is
something
that
about
her
his
dirty work?
boyfriend, if you
Because
she
she
knew,
learned the information.
she
That's
knew.
not her
She
business. But
She
I-
should have shut the fuck up even if it wasn't her business.
She still wanted him to know it. Whether you
So she should have said something to him.
You
It's
right.
not matter.
I disagree.
Why not matter? I was like there.
disagree.
You were
But I-
there.
If
You
somebody
was on
came and said something
FaceTime.
about him, bitch, I'm calling him right, bitch. Why you ain't say I'm texting him as he? Oh my.
I don't do that. I don't do that middleman
Why would
bullshit.
you?
I don't do that middleman
You're not
bullshit.
looking out
If
for
I
the
know
people.
something, if it
Why
doesn't
not looking
matter
out for the
now,
people?
you knew what you were doing.
Okay, that's just
You
like-
knew what you were doing.
So hold on. I want Christina. I want to get because you say you don't agree. I want to.
I don't.
I'm going to get your opinion. What is your opinion on?
I feel like that as you being his current friend, I would have done the same thing because me and him are not cool. And if somebody comes to me and they not cool with me with some information and we don't fell out, it's not just like we were never cool together. We fell out, right? We argued, knock out, drag out. We didn't put this nigga out of our group type shit. Okay, we just started back talking to him, and now all of a sudden something being put on my plate. I feel like her coming to you was her actually still kind of giving a fuck about him because she was coming to you so that you can tell your friend because it would have been genuine coming from you because you have no.
How do you think that shit would have been delivered from her?
But I want to ask though, because Christina, when you were told about it, when they told you, you said if they didn't tell him, you were gonna tell him.
Yeah.
But in your logic saying that y'all weren't cool, why would you go tell him?
Because he needed to know. So
That
at the end of the day,
so what's the difference between her telling him?
The thing is, this was presented to them, right? So if it's presented to you and y'all just gonna hold the shit, I'm just saying, fuck it, let's just tell him.
Yeah.
Like because I don't want him to be blinded just
Which
because
is
we
why
can't figure out
every
who the
single
fuck
time
gonna
it
tell
came
him.
up, I
You know what
said,
mean?
you guys,
Now,
hey,
I would
how
go
are
ahead-
we going to assess how are we going to
Well,
say this to him?
at that
Because
moment,
at the end of
you,
the day,
if you
could
got
not
me in
come
your
up with a
corner
plan.
where
We
I
don't
have
fuck
to
with this
tell
nigga
him,
like that.
then
You
yeah,
know,
but
if you don't
at
fuck
the
with
time,
him,
we
you
had
find out
we
something
had
about
a way-
this
we
man's
had a way to
significant
tell
other.
him
You got to
without
shut
it
the
making
fuck
it seem
up.
like
what
we
about
trying
what
to
Sister
That's your
said?
place
But what
to
about
go
what
because
Sister
now
said,
you're
though?
being messy.
What
You're
about
telling
what
this
Sister
man's
said?
business.
Me
That's
too,
what
looking
being
out for
messy.
this nigga.
But I have a
Why you
question.
don't want somebody looking out for your people?
Hold on.
That's
So Melanie, I want to ask you this. I want to know, why did you, when you got the information, why not go straight to him and tell him? Instead of
The
bringing it
reason why
up
I
several
didn't go
times.
straight to him and tell him is
Several.
because one, the way it was brought to me, like I said, I'm trying to get to know these girls. Naoka calls me and says, "Hey, let's hang out, let's whatever." The first thing I couldn't even close the door. Bitch, I got some tea for you. It's like she was waiting on an opportunity. So now it's like,
Yes,
damn,
to spill tea, sis. What do you mean? That's what girls do. You're messing
But
with
you
it.
don't like
But
when
you
you
take it
spill
like
tea
so
about somebody you don't like,
offensive
you have now
because
crossed that
you are
line.
part
You
of
are
the
being
bullshit,
messy.
too.
You are
You're part
being
of-
messy.
You're part of that
At
bullshit,
the end of
too.
the day,
That's why you
I will be
said
honest with you. At the end of the
You're
day,
mad.
I probably
Why
should have
you
done it a
mad?
different way. I probably
It
should have said,
wasn't
you know
your
what,
nigga.
Darius, at the end
It
of the day,
wasn't your
Naoka
nigga.
told me something
It
about
wasn't-
your
it
nigga,
wasn't
so you
about
need to
nothing.
talk to her about what the fuck happened. Because I wasn't there.
Then why you
I
ain't
don't
say
know
that?
this
Then why you
man.
ain't say that?
I probably should have done that. I'm not even gonna cancel that and say that I should have said that.
So
But at the end of the day, you knew what the fuck you were doing. You were being messy, and you were mad because I told what you said about it. It
Why
wasn't.
you told what I said?
I told this man that you said that his boyfriend being caught up was karma.
But that's not what she
fucked up.
mad about. It's how you brought the
Which
shit up
was
in front of
the
other people.
hypothetical question.
Right,
Hypothetical
you told me
question.
that. Yeah. That's
So
it.
my thing is this:
That was correct.
after you brought up
That was correct.
after you brought up the hypothetical, and unfortunately, Darius gave this long-winded answer, and it was about
Ah!
so after.
On his
And,
damn self.
and this is a question.
Looking
For,
like a fool.
and this is a question for the two of you. After y'all heard his answer saying, "I would want someone to tell me," why not just tell him then and just watch?
Cause you made him literally look like a fucking fool.
He didn't
After
even give
we-
us his goddamn speech.
I'm asking y'all.
And
Why not tell him
furthermore,
then?
how would you want to be told something like that in a group setting?
First of all, it
No,
wasn't.
I
it
you
wasn't
could've
like
told
a-
me.
Hold on, hold on.
That's why
I'm
you
just-
don't tell people something like
You
that.
could've
in no
told
group
me.
setting. You don't
I'm
do
just-
that.
Even
I'm
if
just
it's like
saying
we
that.
not cool.
I'm just saying in
I
general.
would have respected you if you would have told me now.
But she was mad.
I'm just
So think
being
about it.
honest.
You
But
know
you
how
don't respect that
naive
came
it
to
is.
your friend.
But she wasn't mad at the time.
No,
because
she
she
was
came
mad
and
when
said,
you brought.
I was not fucking with him.
When you brought it up at that table with everybody there, she immediately got up and was
Oh, no,
mad
she was
about
mad about that
So
situation,
that's
yeah.
not the time for her to put him to the side.
Oh,
and
no,
try to
hold
talk
on.
to
And
him.
that's also not the time for me to say, well, you know what?
But I'm not
But
saying.
yes, let me pull you to the
Hold on,
side.
I'm not saying then. I'm just saying after she brought it up, he gave that answer. Why not at some point tell him instead of waiting?
I
until,
feel like it's a hierarchy of who needs to tell him shit based off of the relationships and the bonds that we have. So this is the most recent, most strongest one in a
That's
sense.
the only one he
The
really
only
had at the
one.
time.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, what's logical?
Well, Darius,
So
I'm gonna
I'm
ask you.
gonna
I'm gonna ask you a question, Darius.
Okay.
Seeing how it all played out, seeing how it went from Nayoka to Melanie to Devin to whoever, what are your feelings on this? We haven't discussed how you feel.
Okay, so at that point when Melanie came to me and told me, you know, what was going on and what Nayoka had told her, I did feel some type of way at that point. But after
You're wrong.
watching, and I am so sorry. I'm very much sorry for that because after watching the finished season and really seeing from start to finish how this
The
whole
only
shit
person who
orchestrated.
had genuine concern for you was me.
And
I disagree.
I apologize.
What show is
I'm
it?
very much sorry for that
What show?
because
The same show when you told this man, when you told me that it was karma and
Oh,
fuck him
my.
because his
It is
boyfriend.
karma.
That's
That's
just
what-
it
that's
don't
what-
matter.
that's
That
what-
don't
that's
ain't
what-
right.
that's
Karma is a
what-
fucking right.
Y'all act like when we get into it, like
Karma is a
anything's off
fucking
limits.
thing.
Ain't shit off limits.
I'ma
if
say
we
that
beef.
regardless.
Hold on,
That's
I
what
wanna-
I'm fucking
If
saying.
ain't shit off limits,
It's
if ain't shit off limits,
That's what I
should have been a
wanna-
big top bitch and told him shit. She was so bold.
Okay.
She was so bold.
Hold on.
I just want to say
Hold on,
something.
hold on,
This
hold
is
on.
karma.
I want to get Darius. I want to finish getting Darius thoughts.
I'm just saying.
So this is what I wanted to ask Naoka when she mentioned that shit. Because when Melanie brought it to me and she said, well, this is, Naoka saying that this is karma for you, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What type of karma? Like, what is it about our relationship, whatever you want to fucking call it to be? What makes you believe that
Because you saying
me
something about her not
having
leveling up to
infidelity-
some other bitch on last season.
It's not
That's
even-
the
you
that's
said
the
this
you
man
said
here
more
has
than
done-
like that your boyfriend
this man
said
has done
that.
so much shit, the
You
energy
talked
that
about
he's
my
put into
husband,
shit,
the shit
like
I
what?
went through. Bitch, you don't
Nigga,
last
what?
all of that.
All
So
the
we
shit
done
you
been
did
through
is not
some
gonna
shit
come
with
back
this
to you.
man. So
Baby, it's not gonna come back to you. It's gonna come back to you.
Ten
That's what I'm
times.
saying.
You should have
It's
tiptoed and
just-
told him what the fuck
But
you knew.
karma is a real
at the
thing. It
point.
has nothing to do
You
with
should have
shit.
tiptoed and told him what the fuck you knew.
That's what I did not. I did not.
You
Because
should have
karma
did
is
that.
a motherfucking thing.
If
I
you
let
a
that
big
bitch
top,
tiptoe.
if you a big
I
top
let that
bitch, say
bitch
what the fuck you
tiptoe.
know.
I let that bitch
Let me
tiptoe.
just say this. Let me just say this. I don't care what y'all's opinions are. You had the information first. You're mentioning that you believe it's a hierarchy of how it should have been.
But my thing is,
told.
Darius, you did
But
so much
the
fuck
thing is, it
shit.
doesn't fucking
You did
matter.
so much
It
fuck
doesn't
shit.
fucking-
Pretty
like,
much your whole fucking
You
life.
had the
And
tea.
you gonna be like,
You
well,
had the
karma is something
information.
bad happened
Why
to
are
me.
you over here delivering this shit to Melanie
What do you
and
mean?
having her be responsible for having to tell me? That's
But she's
responsible.
responsible for you.
I'm not responsible
That's
for
your
it.
friend.
I'm telling you,
That's your
if that was me, I'm not that cold hearted. I'm not that cold hearted.
So this is my question. What was the karma?
She's
Was
still not
it
explaining.
his boyfriend cheating or not being delivered to her? Like what when you say karma,
It was
what
the
was
cheat.
it? What was it?
It was the cheat.
Definitely heavy on the cheating.
Yeah.
But overall,
So
I
you
feel
feel like it was
every,
karma that his boyfriend cheated on you?
Yeah, everything that he's done in the past, everybody knows it's a universal fucking
He
law.
talks about
Karma,
all our relationships.
everything that he done fucking did. Come
He
on,
talks
now, y'all
about
done
all
seen
our
the season.
relationships.
So you talking about you ain't did some
Should've
fucked
been
up
bold
shit
enough to
either?
say something then.
Karma said something.
You should have been
It's
bold
all
enough to
about
say
being
something.
bold.
Thanks to Jesus, he said something.
You should have been bold enough to say, well, you know what, at the
That's
end of the
nothing,
day,
since I came to
karma's
you,
this and X, Y,
confiding
and
in
Z.
you,
Your
and you
your
gonna get
boyfriend has been out
hypothetical
here and I
questions
see
about your
receipts. Take it how you deal with it. If you a big
That's
top
what-
bitch, say what the fuck you got to say. Don't
That's
go
all
through
I'm
somebody
saying.
else.
Now
to
you
do it.
know damn well she gonna say what the fuck she gotta
She didn't
say.
No,
do
she
it
didn't
this
say
time.
it.
She
She
didn't do
didn't
it
say
this
it.
time.
But
She
last
didn't do
year,
it this
she wanted to
time.
talk about
What she
my.
wanna
She wanted to
say?
talk about
She didn't
me
do it
sucking
this time.
sucking a sick dick and shit. She said what she wanted to say then.
A sick bitch, by the way, is a broke ass nigga with
Why
with
couldn't
you
she then be
suspect.
woman enough to
Broke
come and
ass
tell me
niggas.
about
It's a New
this
Orleans
infidelity
term.
I have?
Go there and see. Broke ass, bum ass niggas is sick. It's dead. It's done. You're dead. You're done. Next
Okay,
question.
moving forward then, bitch. When something happens around in your relationships, I'm not gonna tell you a motherfucking
You're
thing.
not gonna say
I'm gonna
this
let it
because I
fucking
keep my
burn.
shit
And guess
1000.
what?
Click,
If your
click,
ass
it's
is
out.
fucking
The
funny,
fuck you
I'm gonna be
even
laughing when I
see
hear
it?
about yours. I'm gonna be like, oh, this happened to her.
Don't tell me let me be stupid.
Oh well, bitch.
But you
Let
Fuck
me be
it.
stupid.
But you have done that to me.
I have not laughed about anything that happened in this girl's life. I have not. I have not.
What?
Are you having mine?
I laughed about what happened in your
What?
life.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought something was
Run
funny
the
that happened in
clip.
your life.
Run the clip.
Run it then,
Run
man.
the
Show
clip.
it to me.
You go back and watch, because obviously you don't remember what.
Well,
the
you
fuck
tell me
said.
since you brought it up.
Motherfucker, you don't
You
remember
tell
talking
me.
about
Do
me
you
and my sex
remember?
tape?
Your sex tape.
You don't remember talking about that?
Point proven.
Baby, we
my
was all
husband-
talking about that. That wasn't just me.
What did you do?
Did I do what?
Did you talk about it?
We all talked about
I'm
it.
not
So
talking
why are
about
you mad
nobody
at
but
us
you.
all about that shit?
I'm
We
not
talking about you, nigga.
Of course. Y'all always want to try to
talking
point
about
fingers.
you,
It's always
child.
me.
There go victim.
It ain't no fucking victim.
There
That's
comes
the
the
way it
victim.
is. And I don't have to be no fucking victim. But that's cool.
Vanessa the victim.
That's okay though.
Vanessa
That's
the
cool.
victim.
So if y'all want to
They get
continue to want to point fingers at me and say shit is always on me, that's cool. Because
Okay.
y'all bitches, y'all don't ever own up to
So
the fucking shit y'all
that's
do.
the question
But
I
that's
have.
all right.
There.
I'm fine with that.
I have a question about that. Do you think you're an easy target?
I don't think
Do you
I'm
think
easy
it's easy
target.
for them to like point out what you did and not
I
everybody?
feel like it's more convenient for them. I feel like that they just don't really want to be able to see the fact that when they're making their mistakes, they don't ever want to acknowledge the fact that they're fucking
We've been
wrong.
acknowledging.
No, they
everything
don't.
on the
You
fucking-
You never
She
fucking
never
apologize to me
fucking-
about any fucking shit.
What do I need to apologize to you
There
for?
you go. go.
I'm waiting to hear.
There you go.
Jake, for real. What did I do to you?
All right, name one thing she needs to apologize to you.
For one, you need to apologize for the fact that since you had this information, you should have been the one to tell me about it. That's what you need to apologize for.
You know what? I could see in some scenario,
All the
in the
scenarios.
universe, maybe that could have been an option. It wasn't for this
Maybe.
night.
That's okay,
Maybe the
though.
other night or another.
That's
maybe
okay.
this
But you
night
don't
was
feel
the
like
choice.
you
That's
need to
the
apologize for anything.
And so that
So you don't
decision
have to.
what she's
You
walking
good,
into.
sis. You can just stay
I don't
okay.
have to tell you anything.
Name
You're not my
something.
friend.
You're right. And I don't have to tell you anything
Name
either moving
something
forward.
prior
And I won't.
in our actual friendship when we were actually
Because
friends.
I was really cool with you. So
When we were all friends and very close.
You got
I'm
offended
asking
because
the
you took
question.
a comment that I
Right.
said, and
I'm talking to
you
you.
thought that
I'm
meant
talking
that
to
you
you.
were
I'm
insecure.
talking to you. I'm talking to you. Name something in our friendship when we were friends. Friends, supposedly, that she should apologize to you for.
Then when me and Naoka were
Because
friends,
I'm ready for you to stutter. Go ahead.
I don't have to stutter. I don't have to stutter.
You don't
She needs to
recall.
apologize for the fact that she thought that I was calling her a motherfucking peasant, which
what?
I wasn't.
Why would you apologize
That's
when I felt
on
the way?
her. That has nothing to do with me. But she
You're
felt
right.
like she was
I
attacked.
agree. It
She thought
has
she was
everything
attacked.
to do with me. I
Yes,
agree. But dude, like it was the time, the moment, the word.
Okay, let's kind of move on. Christina, you were not there when the situation was about to Darius. Do you think Devin was the right person to tell Darius?
What?
Do you think Devin was the right person to tell Darius about his boyfriend? Cheating.
In hindsight, hell no.
Like, what was he supposed to be
But
involved in?
so how did it come to the point for Devin to tell him? Like, how did y'all figure
They
that out?
didn't even
Wait,
know
wait,
who
can I answer that
was.
question, bro?
Yes.
I feel like it ended up kind of being the right person, and let me tell you why. It just got kind of put in a situation, but we all fuck with each other. But again, that's not his friend either. So I feel like that situation, him telling him, is the same. It would be the same.
So
for-
y'all saying that's
Hold
fine
on,
for
hold
him
on.
to be the sacrificial
But he's the
lamb?
one that actually did the deed, even though he was
He volunteered to
unintentionally.
He pushed that nigga.
Unintentionally.
Devin actually volunteered because he was like, you know what? Maybe this will show Darius that I'm trying to.
Now that don't show you.
That was an
He
olive.
did
He
say
was
that.
trying.
We three had a conversation,
I don't
Darius,
know what to tell
Naomi,
you.
and myself, and
Cause
we were
you,
talking.
if I was Devin, you had me fucked up.
Yeah,
Fuck you, and I'll
so
continue
like I
fucking
said,
you.
and that's why I said in Devin's defense, he wasn't trying to
What
come at
do
you
you mean?
maliciously. And I told him, I said, Devin, if you're gonna tell him this, please do it delicately. Don't come in there on some big no. Just say what it is, because he was thinking, well, maybe this will be an
Yeah,
olive
like
branch.
that's fucking
Maybe
you
this will
in.
be him
Oh,
turning
you know
over
what?
another leaf. Now, I'll be honest with you, out of the three of us, it wouldn't have been good coming from any of us, because Naoka doesn't fuck with you. I'm trying to tell you about information about a
Shit, I was
situation,
there
a
for.
party, and a
And
scene,
he
and a
actually
nigga
did.
that I know nothing about. And Devin was actually at the party. He might not have known what was going on in the background, but he was there. So he was trying to do it the right way. It would have been bad from any of us. It would have been bad, because I
So
guarantee
that's
you,
what I'm telling you. If
yeah.
you're gonna be mad at one, you got to be mad at all. You can't-
None of us handled the situation the right way.
That's-
and
and
I'm
that's
gonna
just
be
what
a,
it is.
I'm gonna be an
Agreed.
adult and just say that
Agreed.
none of us handled it the right
But
way.
who you need to be mad at is that nigga that fucked off on you.
Yeah.
You need to be mad at
Yeah.
that
We
nigga.
not here.
Yeah.
So
already
let's ask you
yeah.
this, Darius. Let's ask you this. What's the status of y'all's relationship?
We're done.
Oh, okay.
Trying to make sure.
That'll be.
Is him and Devin done?
What?
Is him and Devin done?
Is he
Find out
in
next.
Devin?
Oh.
What you saying?
Is he in Devin done? That's what she asked me.
They had involvement?
Oh,
Okay,
go to
so
the next question.
now y'all over here defending him. Now you bringing something else
Please,
up.
let's just go ahead and move on.
You're defending him and you
First
telling
thing
me
you
that I
gonna
should give him a
elaborate,
chance, and
or
now
you
y'all
want to
bringing
move
this
on?
up.
Move on.
Okay.
But you done with him. You're not talking to him.
I'm
No
completely
relationship with
done.
him.
I'm done.
Good. I'm glad to hear it, because we didn't want you out here looking
As
crazy.
long as you're done, Chad.
Do you when they're saying that Devin was trying to come to you genuinely, looking back on it, Darius, do you see that?
Yes, but now she made this
Right.
comment.
I should have asked that question beforehand.
She made this comment now, and I'm having
Yes.
suspicions because my thing is, y'all over here trying to say that Devin, you know, is actually trying to be able to come
At
into
that
the group
point,
of
we
his
thought he
own.
was.
Yeah. So now that you're saying that it's a possibility that he was having entanglements with my ex-boyfriend,
Entanglement.
that now I'm having second thoughts.
What are you having second thoughts about? Because he didn't know that was your meaning.
What do you know?
Right. Is you gonna tell us or not?
Because when I was on FaceTime with him, I was like, oh, that's such and such man. He did not know who that was.
Okay,
I
so
had
you gonna tell us or not?
Because the boyfriend was
Because
with
she
somebody
said-
else. The
Now my
boyfriend
thing
was
is,
with him.
Christina, you've been sitting back being quiet all this time, and you telling me that you had more tea, more than what Naoka knew?
I can learn none of the tea until
Okay, so you gonna bring us the tea of that?
Apparently not.
Ask Devin.
We can't.
Okay.
So you gonna tell us about it?
Nope.
Can we FaceTime him?
Okay.
Now see, this is the shit I'm talking about. So you know this shit.
You don't even fuck with that nigga no more.
But no, I'm talking to her. I'm not talking about Devin. I'm talking about her. Now
I
you
thought-
knew
I
the shit
thought when-
initially.
I thought when they
You
told
wouldn't
me what
tell
was going
me.
on,
But now you know
they told
something
you
more.
all
But
tea.
yet
Oh,
you're
no,
not
no,
gonna
we
show
were
it.
telling the same tea that you got.
Right.
No, his ex was with a whole nother
Yeah,
nigga.
I was on FaceTime with Devin at a party.
Devin wasn't
That
with the
nigga
boyfriend.
was
He was with a whole. Does his boyfriend have a name? Because I mean, shit. Damn. Joe Blow, whoever
Joe
you
Blow.
sir.
Ooh, child, okay, well, let's move on.
Irrelevant. Cheater.
Since Christina ain't gonna say that,
Bitches.
child.
Ooh, Chad, move on, Chad.
So, I want to know what made you call David on three-way? What was your motivation to call him on three-way with your boyfriend?
Shouldn't have done that either.
Well, honestly, I just wanted to actually see if Devin was
Trying to
gonna
have a
bow
threesome?
down and
Shut
back
up,
up off of that shit. But apparently he
Did you
still-
think he was lying?
I actually did.
What
Because
lies?
I don't understand why.
So you made yourself look like a fool.
So you thought everybody was lying?
Exactly.
Because at the end
So
of the
you
day,
believe
if
the
I'm
cheater?
going to be in a relationship with someone, I'm honestly going to hold them to a certain standard of trust.
After you
to
already had
believe.
receipts, because Devin showed you
You
receipts
needed
before
more?
this phone call.
You needed more?
Maybe I'm a different person from others when it comes to relationships.
You need
Maybe
to
I'm
see
a
them
little
fucking
bit not.
somebody else. You need to see them fucking somebody else. You don't want to see the dick gone.
That's
Like
tough.
you need to see it.
That's tough.
That's tough. Ooh,
That's tough.
I did that.
That is below the belt.
You can't forget
I'm just
that.
saying you
don't
have
leave-
receipts. Do you
the
need to
image don't
see
leave
it
your mind.
happening though? I don't.
Y'all, we can't. You look.
You have receipts.
I wasn't there. I don't know. And you are right. When people are in relationships,
And love is hard.
love is
Just
a
say-
love is a
just
fucked
say
up
you were
thing.
ready to let go.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
mean, it is what it is. But
Cause that's denying, child.
Okay, like
Why you put yourself through that one more time?
Respect.
I don't understand.
Well, luckily he's not with him no more. So he won't
Hopefully,
be-
fingers crossed.
Hopefully you learned something from this Darius.
But apparently Devin must be knowing him a little bit more than I thought. So
Well, we're not gonna do
How
it.
was he gonna know?
We're gonna leave him alone. We're gonna move on.
We don't even know what that nigga look like. We was your friends.
I just see him one time.
I
That's how I was
That's
able
what
to
I
identify him again.
I never seen the
okay.
man. I never seen the guy.
it's cool. Like, it's
So
over.
I want to know: were you at all concerned about Darius? Like,
No.
Somewhat. I wouldn't have said nothing if I wasn't. I would have kept my mouth shut.
oh, you
Really?
really?
I agree with that.
I would have keep maybe said something to Christina later on.
I agree with that.
Or just kept between me and Devin.
Cause
I
that
know
would
how
have
to
been a
play
good
stuff.
lad.
I know how to
So
play
we-
stuff. But I honestly wanted to bond with Melanie. A lot of times, you know, females bond over tea. You know what I'm saying? And also that's her friend. I'm not cool.
I
with
don't
her.
bond over men.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
just
So
not-
Hey, you looked at
that's
very
not
boundaries.
match. That's your friend. You know what I'm saying? That's
Y'all
me
was
coming
both
to you
speaking.
about your friend.
But I wasn't
Yes,
laughing about his situation. Naoka and I, we might have shared laughs and we might have had conversations, but when it came to us talking about that situation, I was very serious. Like, hey, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna approach this? Well, how do we handle it? I wasn't laughing about his situation. She thought it was funny.
It's mess, but
So
she's
there's
trying to come up with
a there's
solutions.
a difference.
I'm
I'm
confused.
thinking we saw too much for sure.
It's mess, but she's coming up with solutions. I
So
don't
Melanie,
know.
at karaoke, you and Darius got into it, which maybe rightfully because Darius was a little upset. But do you think that you were wrong for throwing in his face that your man is at home while he's cheating?
Probably wasn't.
I'm sorry, what you say? What was that? What you say?
She told Darius her man was at home while he was out cheating. His was out cheating on him.
Wrong choice of words.
Shout out to
And I
you.
do apologize about that. But at the time, I felt like you were coming for me when I didn't deserve that.
Your man ain't
Because at the end of the day, I wasn't the one who was the curator or the creator of this mess. And every single time, as I say again, every single time it was brought up from my end, it was on a level of being concerned. And I felt like you were coming at me like I was in on it. And unfortunately, it's fucked up because of the way that it was brought to me. I got thrown into some bullshit that I didn't know how to handle.
I'm gonna keep it real. She did get thrown into some bullshit.
You know what?
Okay, it is some bullshit.
Oh my God,
But-
can you say that again on camera? Look at the camera
She
and
did
say
get
that.
thrown into some bullshit.
So was it a
But-
plot? Was it a plot to bring it up?
No, it never was a plot. I mean, when you
When
look
you
at
talk
something, you
to
gonna
Devin
call a
about it.
spade a spade.
Y'all acting like
You
that's
gonna call a
something she
spade a
wanted to
spade,
see.
but it didn't even
Like-
get set up like that. You know, I'm not like, ooh, writing in my
Well,
fucking
you need to
diary.
talk to Devin
Dear
about that
diary.
because Devin
But you
pretty much
victimizing
told
the
me.
whole
I'm
situation.
not
We
victimizing
don't call
nothing.
it
I just
bullshit,
said that we
but
all
you was a
handled
part
it
of the
wrong.
bullshit.
I'm not victimizing nothing.
She was
I'm
a part of
telling you what
bullshit,
I.
right?
I'm telling you where I played my
You know
part.
what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, Devin made it seem as if you knew this was you. This was a. You
Of
were
course
trying to
he
get
is.
vindication.
You know what I'm saying? Of course he
Vindication for
is.
what?
So you or revenge. I'm sorry, revenge. So you need to talk to him because the way that it was brought to me when we had that conversation that I did not know we were mic'd about, I'm thinking that okay, maybe Devin is coming to talk to me real. He's letting me know. Long story short, now I knew what the fuck she was doing. She told you, she knew what she was doing, she knew how it was gonna play out, and she wanted Darius to look like a stupid when I
Well,
was
since you so
So
worried
you
about
ain't
coming
that-
telling friends stuff, if we was cool, why you come tell me that then? And come find out the truth about
It happened.
whatever the fuck it is.
Now is the time to address it. It happened at the fucking finale. You act
So
like
why
I
you
saw
ain't come to
you
me the next
afterwards.
day? You got my number? What you mean? You
Oh,
got,
baby.
the cameras don't gotta be
Just because
rolling.
we in a group chat
Devin
and your number
saying-
saved in my
But-
They don't
but
gotta
can-
be saved
but-
for the group chat saved, my nigga.
But
What?
can you-
Everybody else number could be saved.
But
You
let me
know
ask
my
you this.
number.
Let me ask you this.
It
But
ain't
then,
saved. Call me, bitch. Text me.
let me ask you this. So you say you didn't tell Darius because y'all wasn't cool at that time. You and Melvin wasn't cool either. Y'all just got into it.
Well,
And I let that be known
she's
at the
still
karaoke
asking about
thing.
me telling him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's double standards.
And I let that be known at karaoke. You knew
Double
my
standards
energy
sitting
was
right
at
here in the
karaoke.
left. Goddamn.
You knew my energy at karaoke.
Darius, do you feel betrayed by Melvin?
As a matter of fact, I don't. You know, at that point, that's how I was feeling. But after actually
Father God,
revisiting
I've been
over the
betrayed.
season and
But
watching
I will
the
apologize
episodes,
for the part that I played
And I
because
received your apology.
to cut out all the bullshit, me being your friend, I probably should have just come to you. But that's a fucked up situation to tell somebody. I don't
I
ever want to
agree.
be that person
Right.
to say that to somebody, and then you would have given me all these follow-up questions that I just could not have answered. Where was y'all at? What was going on? The FaceTime. She had all the answers.
Right.
I didn't have any of those. All I could say was, Darius, now you told me your man was on FaceTime with another nigga. That's all I could tell you. And that to me, like, I don't have, like, if I'm going to come to someone about someone's significant other, I'm going to come with, look, sis, I saw, these are the receipts, so you know there leave no room for questions. I'm crossing all my T's and dotting all my I's. I wasn't in that position. So it was, I didn't know how to come to you with that.
I feel like you genuinely do care, and I know that when you did come and let me know about it, it came out of love. Now, I did overreact with you, and I do apologize for that.
And I
I'm
apologize
hoping
for
that-
my words that I said
And I
to you.
received it. I definitely received it. And, you know, I think it's just that in the heat of that moment, things just got very
We did.
tense, and we mixed words, and
And I apologize to you for what I said at karaoke. That was definitely was not meant, and no, like I said, but when I feel backed into that corner, them claws come out, and and whoever gets it gets it.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know,
You
like I said, I
apologize for the
apologize.
truth.
No, I apologize for what I said, how I said it, because at the end of the day, Darius is still my friend.
So where do y'all go from here? Because when we left off, y'all weren't talking.
I still love Darius. I love you, okay?
I love
And
you
I just
too.
want you to, I don't know, like I want you to take accountability for some things that you're responsible for. Realize that not everybody in your life is meant to come back around and be your friend. That, you know, that's just it.
Ooh, that sounded like
That's all.
shade to
I
me.
think for myself,
No, and it wasn't even shade towards y'all, because if it was y'all are here, I would say it. But I
What
think
you saying?
no, but if I said recognize that Christina ain't fucking with you, Naoka ain't fucking with you, I would have said that. A lot of that is meant towards Devin. And if Devin was here, I would have put his name into it, because the shit that we just now finding out.
Well, they were never truly friends. I don't think they really passed.
Oh well, see, I don't like I said.
He rubbed him the wrong way. from the
Okay, yeah.
beginning.
See, like I said, y'all are just weird from the jump. But
So
but yeah.
Naoka, can you move forward with Melvin?
Yes, of course.
You think so? Can you move forward with Naoka?
I can move forward now that she has admitted that, you know, I was inadvertently thrown into some bullshit. All I ask for accountability. We grown. Everybody handled the situation wrong. So
What about Darius?
I could be cordial and coexist with him, but
Y'all don't think y'all could ever, Darius, you don't think you ever get to a place where y'all are friends again?
I wouldn't say that we could be friends, but I can.
Yes, they will.
I can agree that we can
They
definitely be
can
cordial when we
say
go out to each other.
They will.
But I mean, moving forward, I know that when it comes down to personal tea, I'm just not gonna be sharing that shit with her. I'm not doing it.
apparently people don't know how to, you
She
know what I'm
didn't
saying?
spread
Like,
none. She
I
didn't
didn't
spread
spread no
none. You
type
never
of
told her.
rumor.
She never spread anything you ever told her, bitch. We know everything, all the dirty secrets. So
I just think going forward, if you find out something about anybody's
Just
if you're
speak.
not bold enough to say it yourself, to shut
Just speak.
the fuck
That's all.
up.
Don't talk about nobody's significant other.
Period. Just don't say it. Like, unless that's your
But I'm just reeling
whatever
back.
y'all believe, y'all believe.
I'm reeling back.
Listen.
I don't, like I said, I think I've gotten a lot better over the years as far as
A lot.
my
I wouldn't say
relationship.
a lot.
I mean, I'll give you this, Darius. This season, you were. Now, when it came to your personal stuff, I understand that. Because had somebody said something about my personal business, it'd be a different story. But I would say this season, I don't think you were as bad.
Thank you.
I think you.
I'm
you
glad
tried.
that people are
I
actually
think you
saying
worked
that.
on yourself, but then next season, I don't
But
want
I
to be
think
talking
you
about
give
it's a new
yourself-
year, new me. Please don't say that no more.
You give yourself too much.
I don't.
You ain't there yet.
Don't toot that on too loud.
So,
Yeah.
Melanie, would you come back for next season?
Of course.
Well, good, because you're already asked that as of today.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You definitely want to be back.
Next season.
Darius,
Yes.
same question.
When I come back next season, definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now,
Yes.
yes. Christina?
Hell no.
Christina, you was cool too. You weren't in the drama this season.
Nope,
She
baby.
wasn't.
So
I
how
was
does it feel?
surprised.
How does it feel as the OGs on the show? You know, we've gone through several cast members, child. Every
You know
other
what?
season.
You know how I feel. I think I'm David Russell. You know, I think, you know, what's the old dude on Five Heartbeats?
Eddie Kane.
I think I'm old.
She's stupid.
I want to ask him, how does it feel to be? I feel great. You know, I genuinely have love for everybody on this cast except La Marissa.
It's love there.
It's
Now,
not-
you said-
I don't not love her. Like I don't know her. I have actual relationships.
You don't think that she's strong enough to be on this
I mean,
cast?
that's just my
Do
opinion.
you think she should be on next season?
If you ask her to be on next season,
I'm asking you. What is your opinion?
I don't want her to come back. She's boring. I need to be honest. If she give what it's supposed to give,
Well, she
okay,
called me a
man.
hood rat, so maybe she didn't.
Does
take
anyone
the
else
lesson
think
out
she's
of my book.
boring? Or is it just
My
Christina?
last memory of
think
her
she-
was fun, so I'm gonna
I
give
think
it
that
that was okay.
if she gets another season, perhaps maybe more film
My
time,
last
we could be
memory-
able to
everything
see
was-
it.
I'm gonna keep it fun.
Everything was fun because of the liquor. That doesn't count.
I like Marissa. Let me just put. I may be the only
Girl,
one.
you is not going nowhere with La Marissa. Y'all made that one day, bitch,
I
you ain't
think
seen
she's
that
a
whole
sweet
scene.
girl.
And you'll never go nowhere with her.
I can
We've been locked in since we met. Literally. We
But I
have.
have no ill will. But I
Recording
do.
to go hang.
I am not. We did. I am not a fan of her calling me a hood rat, and I feel like she said that's the only way that people like me is because I act like a hood rat. I don't like that. That wasn't cute, and I did go to bat for her. But I mean, you know.
But maybe she'll bring you some cheese since she brought me us.
And we can make some we can make some noodles.
So good, baby.
I hate y'all.
Look about some noodles.
Make us a spread, child.
Real
Since we ghetto.
make a charcuterie board.
Ghetto anyway. We
You know,
don't
hood rats don't know how to say that word.
Okay. I cannot. I'm joking.
Well, guys, for me, this was a really good season. After dealing with all the trash last season, I think this season definitely brought it. I think it brought it out. I was a little apprehensive starting this new season. I'm not gonna lie, just because I didn't know how to handle everything behind the scenes. But that's never happened
Right.
before. So, but I'm glad that we brought Melanie on. I'm glad that she's a part of the show, and I think that my hope for the circle is that at some point y'all can just be cool. Like at one point, you know, I know there's gonna be he said this,
I'm
she
cool.
said that.
I feel like we'll be cool, but it's always gonna be something.
It's always gonna be
Like
something.
I'm okay with. I like Melanie on here because I like friends that's gonna talk to me like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
You
say
know,
what's
straight
up.
up check.
That's okay
Yeah.
with me. I don't care about that, but fake ass people like last season.
So can y'all hug it out?
I'll give you a hug,
Oh,
boo.
that's so cute.
Don't come
It's
to me
the
with no more
makeup for me.
tea. Okay, we just gonna keep and have some drink.
That's my love and hip hop or something.
Okay, good. Well, on that note, we're gonna cut it off there and leave it there. Thank you for tuning in to the Inner Circle Dallas Season 6 reunion, and we will see you in Season 7.
Bye, y'all.
See you later.